I've been nominated.
Favorite play?
Huh? I could. I wish some city council would invite me to play like America or Star Spangled Banner or something, but so far they hesitated to do that. I will try to be very brief. I want to say, first of all, I'm very pleased with the choice of the new executive director. Coming from the hotel motel, as I understand she does, I really want to see Valdosta move more toward a tourism-based and less toward heavy industry. I don't think we can do both. Can't be both a retirement community and a home for heavy industry. You know, we have to try to strike a balance. I'm hoping, and if we move toward tourism, I'm hoping that will mean more beautification, you know, more cleanup, more, you know, these brown areas or whatever they call those cleaned up. So I think that's a healthy direction, and I'm glad that y'all have made that choice. Mr. Jennett, I want to address what David quoted you in the article about the president wanting us to move toward cleaner, renewable energy. Yes, we do want to wean ourselves off of dependence on foreign energy. However, I just heard a report on the radio yesterday that the president is putting a lot of money into renewable energy, but he's letting the market decide whether it's going to be solar, geothermal, wind, whatever. And it's very important, I think, that we take a stand away from polluting technologies, which is how we see the whole biomass thing. When you look at globally, we have to think globally, the pollution that's going into the atmosphere from Japan, from the Arizona wildfires, we've been breathing Waycross smoke all week long. We can't just think about our own little community. We have to get away from things that throw pollutants into the atmosphere. And that's why it's so important that we take a stand to try to reverse the trend away from polluting technologies. I think it's extremely important that we recognize that this is a growing problem, and we can't just go with the status quo on that. I have grandchildren now. I'm that age, and our children trust us to do the right thing, to protect them and let them grow up safe. And so that's one reason that we're standing up. This is about the purchase of that property, you know. We don't want biomass in here. We don't want burning technologies. The kids trust us, and we have to live up to that. That's all there is to it. We have to make it a safe environment and a safe community for them. There's just no two ways about that. Like I said, Japan, Chernobyl, all those things are throwing things in the atmosphere. So the president's letting the market decide. President Obama is throwing the money out there and letting the industries compete. And so we've embraced solar, you know, that Waste and the other groups would love to see an expansion of that solar array out there. So anyway, I've made an open record request to get the information about what Sterling plans to do if they purchase that property. Of course, you all already have an idea what they're planning to do, but you won't tell us because you like to play your cards close to your chest. I understand that. If we could forget this whole thing, I wouldn't have to make these requests. If we had some idea why they wanted to purchase the property, whether it was to expand the solar or to try to do an end run and put in a biomass plant there anyway. But so I'll make the request and try to find out, and you may have your own reasons. You might have confidentiality clauses in your contracts. I just don't know. People who get sick from these technologies, they have no recourse. You can't point to the smokestack and say, that's why I'm sick. There are city councilman Yost is in favor of biomass, Councilman Wright, and apparently if someone gets cancer or congestive heart failure, they think they should just put on their big girl panties and deal with it. It's here, we want it, we want the money. If there's a few, collateral damage, we're not going to be too concerned about that. And that's just wrong. And other than that, I think I've covered all that. Once more, just let me say, we have to make a stand for cleaner technology. And we've embraced solar. We have other alternatives. We want to make sure that Sterling doesn't come in and use that property for a biomass plant. And that's the main reason we're here. And I appreciate your time.
Okay. Thank you very much.